regarding about the crypto market for BTC. So finally, the crypto market have taken a pullback or a breather, and I believe this is much needed for the market to flush out those weak hands and of course those over leveraging. Okay, so if you are trading or you have over traded, especially on meme coins, so I think this is a time where markets will punish people who over leverage. Okay, so this is a thing that we need to have a wash off, wipe off. Okay, for every bull market, we'll always have a pullback, and of course, nothing goes up on the straight line. Okay, always remember that. So a lot of you or some of you have messaged me, why does the market goes down? Okay, why doesn't it go continuously to go up? So that's the thing, right? In a bull market, okay, nothing goes up on the straight line. There will be higher highs, higher lows. Okay, it goes up like a stairs. Okay, so this is the thing. And here we can see how far can Bitcoin go and how low can Bitcoin go. That's the most important thing, right? Should we buy the dip? Are we in a position now to actually enter the market? Okay, especially for those of you who do not have any coins or do not have any exposure or consider you as a no coiner. What are you been doing right now? What should you do and how to strategize, okay, to enter in this type of market conditions? Okay, so you can see here, Bitcoin has continued with recent downtrend, okay, during the past day. Okay, what you can see is that about 533 billion, okay, in crypto long, okay, people who are leveraging using long, okay, they are actually expecting the market to go up. What happened in flush, okay, totally wipe out or margin call. So there's a thing about leverage trading. The risk is that high risk, high return, high loss. Okay, so I always advise you guys to also, if you want to leverage, at least you put a small little amount instead of putting a huge allocation on trading. Okay, the huge allocation is supposed to go on spot. You're supposed to buy and hold. Okay, you're not supposed to take your huge chunk allocation to trade. That's the whole thing. That's the reason why some people can make it, some people don't. Okay, so what happened? Bitcoin has extended its latest drawdown, okay, in the last 24 hours, dropping its price by more than 7%. Okay, so of course, this is a pullback that is much needed, and I believe most likely will continue lower, at least to somewhere around 55 to 50K. Okay, so because if you look at the greed, fear and greed index, we are still at a greed situation. Okay, it doesn't really wipe out, or the big hands is not even scared at the moment. Okay, so Bitcoin has plunged to about 62.6 at that time. Okay, so this means that Bitcoin has already went down to about 15% since from the all-time high. Last was at 16%. So the historical level of a pullback for all the bull market usually is somewhere around 20 to 30% pullback. So this is nothing much for 15% at the moment. Okay, and then here we can see crypto derivative market has seen huge liquidation in the past days. So you have to understand the most culprit here that is contributing to this for pullback is those leverage traders, okay, people who are over leveraging. And then if you look at the funding rate, so funding rate is where the contracts are getting pricey or premium. That means if you want to go long or short, you have to pay a premium to the broker or to the exchanger. They are offering you these services. So whenever it gets heated, the funding rate gets heated, that's where there could be a cool off. Or it could be a season where most likely the market has been at the peak. Okay, and liquidations might happen during that time. So everyone is getting greedy. This is the thing here. So you can see over the last 24 hours, you can see there are a lot of flush out. There are a lot of market flush. Okay, so we can see in the last 24 hours, total about 606 million totally been wiped out. Okay, respectively of long and short. 533 million been wiped out for people who are longing the market. Okay, this is really, really huge. Okay, these are people who are actually taking the risk to long. So this is the thing. You do not want to overexpose in terms of leverage, right? What is your leverage position, right? You don't want to go more than you can afford to lose, right? Some people go 10x, 20x, or 100x on their position. So end up, they get liquidated. So more than 80% of the liquidation have involved in those betting on bullish outcome for the asset. Okay, so this is the thing. Many are expecting that Bitcoin will continue to rally. So you know that it's already at the peak where the market might need to flush. Okay, so all in all, we can see this is, I believe this is quite healthy, a healthy correction, because we've been running since last year, October. Till now, there's no pullback. And finally, we are receiving this pullback. And this pullback might continue to prolong until most likely halving. Next month, April, most likely end of next month, which is the halving, I believe this continuation will have another pullback again, okay, for BTC and of course the crypto market. So this is a time you want to pay attention to buy those undervalued altcoins. Coins that are already down for this pullback, you might want to look into it and how to DCA, right? Later on, I will teach you guys how to DCA. Very, very important, okay, for your positions. Okay, now moving on next. Okay, for the Ethereum, okay, a lot of anticipation regarding about the spot ETF for Ethereum. Will the SEC approve or will the SEC decline or delay? That's another question here. So what happened, you can see is that the SEC, they have again delayed. Okay, so what happened is that the SEC have pushed hashtags up invest, like 21 shares. Okay, they delay again. Okay, this is what the SEC will do. They will use whatever power that they can, which is the 3-strike rule, to do the necessary to delay. Okay, so this delay can prolong up to 60 to 90 days, okay, which is about 3 months. Okay, so again, and of course, if you look at this decision by the SEC, okay, this could also dampen the chance of approval on this coming May, which is the 24th of May. Okay, where we might see only 35% chance. Okay, this is by 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝗀𝗀. This is also another expert analyst from the ETF site. Okay, he's mentioning what here? My cautious optimistic attitude for the Ethereum ETF has changed from recent months. Okay, now we believe this will ultimately be denied on May 23rd. So of course, I think most likely they won't be getting any Ethereum ETF. And of course, the chance and the odds of approving will be down to about 35%. You can see here. Okay, lowered the Ethereum ETF approval from 50 to 35%. So this is really huge. And I believe most likely you might not get it unless there is something change or probably BlackRock might come in to intervene, because whenever BlackRock applies for any ETF, they will definitely get it. The odds of getting approval is quite high when BlackRock comes into place. So let's see how this thing goes. So we have another like 2 more months from now, okay, before this Ethereum ETF event again will take place. Okay, so all in all, we can see the sentiment for the Ethereum market. Although we can see there could be a slight pullback, okay, a slight setback, but nonetheless, we can see all those altcoins will continue to rally. Okay, and then you can see the BIP 4844. Okay, the gas fees has been greatly reduced, okay, to about 100 times, especially from the layer 2, like scroll, linear, base. Okay, so all these are huge fundamental for the Ethereum side. Okay, so all in all, you can see, nonetheless, this is just a slight setback, but the layer 2s, okay, will definitely push the Ethereum season as well. Okay, so moving on next, you can see. Next also, we are looking at the layer 2, which is Polygon Matic. So Polygon Matic, there are a lot of fundamentals and development that is coming in. Okay, so later on, we'll share with you more and more on this, because what they are trying to do right now, they are actually bringing more traditional finance. They are actually joint venture with all those hedge funds, okay, especially like BlackRock, okay, to partner with them to do tokenization on their stocks, on their financial products. So what we can see here on Matic, okay, they are actually bringing on tradfi, okay, for the layer 2. So yeah, we can see here what is really happening. So this is the product called Libre, okay, right? A tokenization protocol backed by several big institutional players and powered by Polygon CDK. Okay, so you have already gone live. Okay, so that's why you can see Polygon Matic price also beginning to shoot up. Okay, then of course we can see here, right? Libre, right? Zk L2 chain now delivers a compliant way for institutions to tokenize alternative asset. Okay, which enabling on-chain access to performance funds like hedge funds from Raven and of course BlackRock, money market funds. So they're more to financial markets right now. Right? They are bringing blockchain to the hedge funds or to the Wall Street. So that's where they are getting some exposure here, and that's where how Polygon Matic can able to thrive during this time. Okay, so more and more Matic news I'll be sharing later on. You can see on the Southeast Asia side also beginning to adopt crypto. Okay, so we can see here, right? More institutions coming to Polygon. Okay, so what we can see here, you are just going to see some real excitement. Okay, that's not all I can say about, but of course, what's been publicly announced, people like Franklin Templeton, Fidelity. Okay, so we can see here the future is of institutional finance is bright, right? Institutional finance is aggregated, institutional finance is composable. So everything all in all is actually taking into place. What we are seeing right now, they are focusing on real world asset, RWA. Okay, that's what Larry Fink or CEO of BlackRock wants this RWA to take place. Okay, and that's why you're going to see stocks, okay, commodities are recognized as real world asset as well. Okay, so all in all, you can see everything is merging all into one place, and of course, crypto will definitely benefit from here. Okay, so that is the crypto news. Now moving on next to the halving event. So we are roughly about 30 days from now, which is about 1 month, okay, for the next Bitcoin halving. So as you know, Bitcoin halving, it will cut the supply into half, or the block mining will cut into half, and that's when miner will face challenges or will need to upgrade their mining software. Okay, that's where the rewards will definitely cut into half, and that's where it gets even more difficulty. Mining will get even more difficult, and that's where the price will have a chance to break higher again. So that is the halving all about every 4 years. Okay, all right. So next month, 20th of April, okay, we're gonna have the halving, Bitcoin halving. So you need to prepare. How are you going to prepare? Very, very important. Okay, so this brings me to the next one, okay, which is the DCA. Again, because I believe a lot of you guys who message me, right? When is the next pullback? Or when is the next correction? Okay, should I go in? Right? Even in fact, last year I even called them, even back them to actually enter, but turned to a deaf ear. But now this is a time maybe you might want to consider how to enter the market right now. Because right now we have about maybe 1 month from now for another pullback again. Okay, and BTC and the crypto market have already consolidated and to have another pullback again. So this is the DCA strategy, right? Maybe you might want to use this. Okay, maybe you have a budget. Okay, so let's say you have a budget of 1,000 USD to enter for one coin, but you don't want to enter the whole lump sum of 1,000. You might want to spread out, maybe on a daily basis or on a weekly, or could be a monthly as well. Okay, so for example, right now, this calculator is a very good DCA calculator. Okay, so example, this is only showing Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash. Okay, so example, you have about 1,000. Okay, I'm just showing you an example, but I do not want to enter 1,000 one lump sum. Maybe I want my target for this DCA strategy, maybe within this 1 whole month from now till the halving, I want to DCA at least 4 times. 4 times only. So that means 1,000 divided by 4, which is $250. So 4 times a month, okay, which is once a week. Okay, once a week, I'll be DCAing. So that will be about $250. So $250, I will be doing it, right? I'll be DCAing. Okay, so I can be able to do it, right? So this is a calculator you can be able to do. So start date. Okay, today is the 20th, right? 20th of May, 20th of March. Yeah. Okay, 20th of March, starting today. Oh, okay. 20th. Or maybe we move back one month later. 20th here, right? 20th of March. So you can see here, 250 on a weekly basis. Okay, and this is how the DCA goes. So it doesn't matter how does your DCA works, because it doesn't matter whether the price move up or move down. You have already set, okay, you have already set your dollar cost averaging strategy on a weekly basis. Like today you are buying, which is on Wednesday, 20th of March, right? So you enter $250. So the next $250 again, okay, you want to enter on next Wednesday, which is what day it is, 27th of March. Okay, so every week up to 1 month, you are DCAing about 4 times. Okay, so that's how this DCA works. Okay, so this is the performance here. Okay, for DCAing for about 1 month. Okay, so yeah, this is the overall performance. $250 money invested. Okay, and the Bitcoin price of 51K, 1.8. And then on the 29th, 62.5. Okay, so this is based on the last month's track record, last month's Bitcoin's volatility, right? How much does the Bitcoin go? So you can see here, you average out. So this is how you average out on your dollar cost averaging, okay? Okay, instead of going in one lump sum, that's the whole idea here. At least you enter on a different price rather than one price. And then here also, what is the disadvantage of DCA? Okay, so it gives you the opportunity to be speculative on the market. but you lose the ability to buy large amounts of crypto, as at the bottom or at the top. That's the whole idea. There's always pros and cons. Okay, but the disadvantage of buying in at one price, your risk is that if the price goes down against your entry, that's where you're at a loss. Okay, because we've seen many people who entered just one position, one price at one lump sum at the early of the month or early of the year. So end up you are facing a huge drawdown. So that's the whole idea here, or BCA. Okay, so you want to focus on dollar cost averaging rather than going in one lump sum. Okay, so I hope you guys got it. I hope you guys can be able to understand why is it important to DCA right now, because you probably most likely have about 1 month from now to do your dollar cost averaging, because most likely after the halving, price might pick back up, might continue to pick back or to recover where it left off and to continue to rally again. Because okay, if you move on to the next one, which is also very important. Now on Red Capital here, yes, we still good. Okay, so on Red Capital here, you can see what's really happening. Bitcoin has officially entered the danger zone. So what is this danger zone all about? Okay, so what is happening is that the pre-halving rally phase has ended. Okay, what we are seeing right now is that the price of BTC have already surpassed the all-time high even before the halving. And what is the market is trying to do now? It have already done and completed this pre-halving rally. It is already done. What we are receiving right now is the dump before the halving now, the pullback or the retracement that is happening right now. And this is a danger zone. So if you compare this cycle versus last cycle, which is 2020-2021, you can see what's happening here. Similar also. Now it's having a pullback. So this pullback might continue to go lower, maybe to 50 to 55K, then consolidate, okay, for a couple of weeks before we continue to rally again. So that's how it works. So in this period, in this circle here, how are you going to prepare? How to strategize your buying position or your DCA strategy? That will actually count. Okay, especially to those no coiners. Okay, people who come in late or starting to come in, right? You need to strategize right now on your DCA strategy. Okay, you have a 1 month window right now to do it, because after that, I don't think there's any more chance already. And then next one, another one here, you can see the bottom. Okay, since the November 2022 bear market bottom. And then what happened? You are seeing that Bitcoin have experienced a few retracement. What is the drawdown that we are looking at here? Okay, last year, February, 23%. That lasts about 21 days, which is about 3 weeks. April and May last year to about 63 days. Okay, the consolidation or the pullback, the drawdown at 21%. Okay, if then from last year, January, 21%, lasting about 14 days. Now we can see here is that at the moment, Bitcoin has only pulled back 16%. Okay, retrace began only last Thursday. Okay, so the closer Bitcoin gets to a 20% increase, the better the opportunity becomes. Why? It's because that's where the market might have found its pullback or its bottom, and that's where you might want to consolidate and to continue to rally again. Okay, so this is the retracement. Retraces need time to fully mature, at least 2 to 3 weeks. So this is the window. This is the gap right now where you want to find positions to actually enter or to DCA. Very, very important right now because we don't have much time already. The door of opportunity for you to earn in crypto is getting lesser and lesser. Your cost of opportunity is getting limited. Each and every day pass by. The clock is really ticking. Okay, because what we can see right now, all right, we go next year. Okay, what happened if Bitcoin have break the all-time high? So what you're seeing right now, Bitcoin have already achieved the all-time high at what, 73K. And you have roughly about 266 to 315 days, which is less than 1 year from now. Okay, to before the Bitcoin tops or the Bitcoin market peak. Okay, so this is very, very dangerous, and people do not know what is really happening. And people are still assuming that the bull market will start on 2025, and many caught by surprise. Yeah, this could be the most hated rally on the crypto history because many people do not expect the market to do this, right? Everyone were expecting it will continue to repeat compared to the last 2 cycles. But what happened this cycle really make everyone change. Okay, everyone is really probably sitting on the sidelines and waiting for 2025. But what happened, you can see the market have really do the opposite. Okay, so this is a thing that you need to take note. We have roughly about 266 to 315 days left, less than a year. Okay, you have to discount. You don't expect the Bitcoin to peak around Chinese New Year, February, but you want to maybe take profits even before Christmas, or to have at least 90% of your bags or allocation to be out of the market or to be in USDT or stablecoin. So that's the whole thing here. Okay, so that's the whole thing here. That's the whole idea why it's quite important to know and to position yourself, okay, in this bull run. Okay, so this is the thing that I want to highlight. And then moving on next, also very, very good. You can see from Southeast Asia, Singapore. Okay, if you are a Grab user, okay, if you log into your app right now for Grab, especially for Singaporeans, you can able to do this. You can able to pay and top up, okay, in USDC for Solana as well, Solana network. Okay, you can able to make payments, and you can able to top up, and you can able to pay your e-hailing. Okay, you can able to pay your Grab food. Okay, so this is the thing right now. Singapore have already integrated this blockchain ecosystem. Okay, so you can start using, okay, if you are in Singapore, top up. Okay, you can use these digital payment tokens. Okay, you can even use BTC, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and stablecoin. So this is really huge. Okay, a huge breakthrough in the blockchain ecosystem. Okay, so you can see that we are already at the stage where global adoption is here. Okay, when government approve, okay, when government is already embracing this technology, that's where most likely we are considered at the peak, or most likely at a later stage. Okay, so you can see here network. We have Ethereum network, Tron, and then Solana network inside GrabPay under the Singapore side, Singapore region. Right, so maybe if you're at Singapore, that's where you might want to use this feature to top up. Okay, you can try using this service. Okay, so this is really, really good. Okay, I'm not sure when Malaysia is going to have it, but at the end of the day, all depending on the government side as well. Okay, so all in all, you can see the market sentiment is really bullish. Okay, not only on the crypto community side, but of course on the economic and of course global region, especially coming in from Southeast Asia also beginning to adopt. Okay, so this is really quite huge. And of course, you can see the market moving on next. You can see currently we are still sitting at a great situation, and I believe there's still much more wash-off need to be done. Okay, I believe more pullback will be coming, and later on we will have this FOMC meeting. Okay, FOMC meeting, that's where Jerome Powell will most likely to maintain the rate, and maybe the tone might be hawkish, I would say. Okay, so cutting of rates most likely will be after June, or probably around second half of the year. Okay, so that's very important. Now, moving on to the crypto market cap, we are currently hovering at 2.41 trillion. 2.41 trillion at the moment, and BTC is taking 1.25 trillion at the moment. Okay, huge. Okay, sitting hovering around 63.9 at the moment. Short-term pullback, short-term retracement. Ethereum is at 3.3K. So all in all, you can see the market is actually taking a bigger. Look at Pepe right now, it's up at 13.27. We have KuCoin token at 13.14. We have Starknet, a layer 2 under Ethereum at 10.34. Fetch.ai also is another AI token that I recommended since last year as well, went up about 12 times. Okay, so all in all, you can see coins are just recovering. Look at Aptos. It's been up, okay, about 12.69% last 7 days. Dog we've had, you can see all those meme coins are actually rallying as well, all under the Solana ecosystem, okay, are actually rallying. Okay, so later on, we can look into the altcoins as well. Now, moving on next to the technical side. So technical side. Now, before that, if you have any questions, feel free to put in the chat box, and I will look into the questions later on after I'm done with my session, right? So just fill in your Q&A, right, and I will answer it later on. Okay, now moving on to the total tree. So total tree, you can see that this is the crypto market cap, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. So this is just only for altcoins. Okay, so it's just only for altcoins, from micro to large caps. Okay, so what happened, you can see, we went all the way up here, we tested on this resistance, getting rejected. So now the next pullback, you might see around this pivot level here at 510. Okay, if there's any chance of a pullback, so far overall on money is still very bullish. Look at weekly. Now the weekly time frame, they have a nice momentum buy. Now it's creating a reversal candle or a bearish engulfing. So it might have a pullback, and this pullback might take the price back on the middle band here. And there's any chance of a pullback somewhere around this level, 520, 510. Okay, for this crypto market cap. Now we can see daily side is doing a BB squeeze, price is breaking down. Look at weekly, it's a sell to buy situation. So for total tree, most likely the market might take a breather for this coming week as well, following up the next. Okay, so everything is overheated and needs a correction, so it's down. Look at dominance. So I believe the dominance will have a chance to rally because everything is down now, even BTC. And when everything is down, that's where you want to look into the dominance. Will the dominance rally or not? So if the dominance rally, then that's where the alts will beat even more. Okay, look here, what you can see, the price right now is breaking around this level, hovering around this support zone. Okay, creating a higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and higher lows again. Trend is up on the dominance. So the next level to increase most likely somewhere around here at 58.29. So let's see whether or not the dominance will continue to rally. There'll be another question. Now, weekly, still playing sideways and is still trying to break past this top BB here or the resistance level. So far, it is still consolidating and is waiting for a break up. Okay, so you have to be very careful there on dominance. Then on daily sideways, okay, you can see it's breaking lower. So it's a BB squeeze here. So all in all, you can see dominance is coiling up. It's creating this sideways movement to break towards the upside. So you have to be very careful. Look on to Ethereum against Bitcoin. Ethereum against Bitcoin, you can see Ethereum is weakening against the Bitcoin. Overall, you can see it's downtrend. Price rejected on the sell zone for how many months here? 1, 2, and 3. So this is the third time getting rejected and it's breaking lower. Okay, so might come back down, and then the next level to retest is here. 0.04341. So outs will definitely bleed harder. Okay, if this were to happen. And as a moment, you can say for weekly, it's still at this consolidation level, sideways. So as long as can maintain at this support zone, then it should be fine. Okay, at 0.05045. Okay, so overall, you can see the price right now is actually bearish for Ethereum. It's still weakening. Let's look at BTC now. How far BTC can go? Okay, very, very important. So for monthly overall, you can see we have reached to an all-time high of 73.8. So it needs to maintain above this level here at 61.6. 61.6 is the previous resistance, so it needs to maintain all this level here. So at the moment, monthly now is creating a huge rejection here. So we have another 11 more days to end this monthly candlestick. So very, very important, your 61.3, 658.6, very important to maintain. If not, you might come back down, then to retrace back here again at 46.9. Let's see on the weekly. Now, weekly, you can see nice momentum towards the upside. Last weekly candle, creating a reversal candle. Then this week, create another pullback. So next level, you might see around this level here at 52.2. Right, at 52.2, or it might revisit around this level here, 44K. Okay, so let's see, 52 or the 46. The my take here will be around 50 to 55K at least for a huge wash off. Okay, so this level here might come back to test. Okay, come back here to test. So probably one last wash off. Maybe it might consolidate again here. Okay, let's see for the FOMC meeting. If the FOMC meeting might take a huge turn against crypto, then another plunge towards the downside, at least somewhere around this level here, the 50 to 55K. Okay, then Ethereum. So Ethereum level, we can see on the money time frame, overall the price, okay, overall the chart is bullish. Okay, might see a pullback, maybe to maintain here at 2.7K. So this will be the next support. Okay, look at weekly. Weekly also, you can see nice momentum, pullback now. So you can see creating higher highs, higher lows. So at the moment, it's still bullish on the bigger time frame. But on daily, momentum sell might come back for a pullback, which will cross back here at 3612 for the immediate short term. Okay, so all in all, you can say on H4 is still bearish. It needs to break past the middle band to reconfirm again, to break up. Okay, so all in all, this is a time like you want to look for buying opportunity for crypto. Now, let's look into the Q&A. Yes, Abi, welcome. You're late. Okay, so any questions? Yeah, this topic is quite heavy. Yeah, of course, definitely. If you, sometimes I do have crypto education, so you guys can be able to learn as well. Okay, so Kenneth Ho is new here, he's interested, but still have a lot to catch up. Okay, trying to bring him in for airdrops and IBO. What is your advice to provide directions for newbie? So for newbie, definitely, I think what you can do right now is to buy and hold on spot. That is a simple thing to do. Okay, I believe most of us, or even my students here, they buy and hold on spot. They don't leverage trade. Okay, and the second thing is you can also go for airdrop. So I think airdrop is one of the easiest things that you can do that you can be able to start, especially on testnet. Okay, so testnet is where you can be able to do things for free without costing you any money. Okay, without using any resources or funds. And that's where you have a chance to earn as well. Okay, and then of course IDO, you need to buy tokens. You need to buy and stake. Like Poker Starter, you need to have a minimum of 3,000 tokens to stake. And then of course that also depending on your luck, because not all IDOs will giving you a guaranteed allocation. Okay, and then like your game starter as well for resale, right? You have to buy a certain tokens to stake, right, in order to qualify. So these are the pros and cons of IDO. Okay, so I hope I can be able to give you some some knowledge or some past experience that I've been through on the last cycle as well. And probably you can be able to learn from it. Because I believe most of you here are still quite new. And maybe you might want to take the opportunity right now, especially for RB, right? Newly come in, right? So you might want to take position in this 30 days from now, 1 month from now before the halving, right? I've already given you the strategy, how to DCA, right? If you have a budget of $1,000 for one coin, okay, example, 1,000 for one coin. Let's say, example, you might want to go for altcoins. Okay, like this young said, is there any coin that you are looking for to buy? Look at Radix. It's been quite some time already. Look at Radix. Oh, this coin haven't even moved. Okay, but the usage and technology is huge. Yeah, since last year, isn't it? Last year, not even moving. See, but the technology and then the team and core developers are quite advanced. Okay, and now it's starting to take off for me. So it went to a low of how much here? 0.02 cents, 2.5 cents. You see, it haven't taken off since last year. And we are still at what, 6 cents? All-time high is how much? About 65 cents. So you got about 10x potential here to actually long or to actually position yourself to DCA, I would say. Okay, so example, I want to buy Radix, but do I really want to throw in 1,000 here? So what I can do now, let's say I've already given you the position, right? I will throw in here 250 here. Enter $250 here at this price, at this current price at 0.0649. Okay, for this week. Now the next following week, which is next Wednesday, what I will do is if the price maybe comes down, maybe somewhere here. So I will DCA again another $250. That makes up about $500. And if the price come back down again, let's say around here, then I put in another $250. But if the price continues to go up, do I really matter? Does it really matter? No. Because why you are doing dollar cost averaging, you're averaging out on the price. So you don't care whether the price is up or down, you just enter based on your DCA strategy. So you have to set your DCA strategy, like every week on which day that you want to put in, that you want to allocate your funds. Radix is legend, isn't it? Nobody wants to buy, you see, they're crying, right? They want to buy when the price is already up. Okay, and then they complain, oh, when there's going to have a pullback. Now this one I've already given you right now, even since last year. Look at that, not even moving. Then they have a liquidation here at 4th of March, went all the way down here. And now only it's coming back. Now you can see the trend reversal is coming back up. So you might want to, maybe you might want to get some here. Okay. Yeah, can it? Yeah, we'll look into it as well, right? If you're planning, right? Maybe next following month, go to Kuching or whichever, right, to conduct class. So yeah, these are the things. And then what else? Real asset or your favorite, Solana, isn't it? So everybody wants to look at Solana. So let's see what's happening now. 175, right? So you want to go in for Solana, right? So you want to DCA rather than going in one lump sum. Okay, so I've already mentioned many times, but many people still want to FOMO in, buying in the top. Okay, so you can able to do this as well. People, go back, this low, then you can place your positions here, right? All your entries are here. 166, golden pocket 135. Okay, but again, like I said, for DCA, you have to be very specific right now. You have only have 1 month window to actually buy. You don't have much time left. About 30 days from now, to actually DCA. So DCA 30 days from now, 30 days, which is 4 weeks. Okay, 4 times DCA. Okay, so this is what you need to do. Okay, from 20th March to 20th of April. That is exactly on the halving day from now. This is how to prepare for no coiners. People do not have any exposure on coins. That's where you might want to look into it. Okay, that's where you might want to look into it. So final one, maybe last coin, right? Because there are a lot of coins also, they are actually still undervalued. If you look at you can see so many are actually up right now. Right, I even given Akash Network also. Akash Network since last year also. right? Even DE also benefited from this. So this Akash network also is another altcoin. It went to a high of 6.5. Okay, 6.5. So how are we going to buy? Right, mark all these previous resistance here. 3.61. Right, the current top will be here. Current resistance at 5.81. Okay, and then weekly. I can see reversal retest candle is done, creating a higher lows. So all these you want to DCA. Okay, instead of going in one lump sum. Okay, all these are the previous resistance. Mark 4.9. Okay, all these you have to do your marking. 4.06. All right, so these are the levels to watch for this, just for Akash. But I believe there are many more outs as well that you want to accumulate. Real world assets, go for AI. Okay, you want to go for coins that have usage and utility, right? Instead of meme coins. Meme coins you can, but you need to make sure that your risk appetite is aligned with your budget, right? So this is all I have for tonight. And once again, guys, thank you for your time.